Hi, I'm Desi Serna, author of Fretboard Theory, Guitar Theory for Dummies, and Guitar Rhythm and Techniques for Dummies. In this free guitar lesson, I'm going to show you how to play the guitar solo in Beverly Hills by Weezer. This is a great example of using pentatonic scales on the guitar, and it's suitable for even beginner level players. You can follow along with free tab. Just go to the link in the video description. Before we get started, I'll tell you a little bit about my sound. I'm using the humbucker on my PRS DGT guitar, and I'm plugged into a Fender Pro Junior, and I'm right about at the edge of breakup. And then I'm adding a voice box effect from line 6. I got the line 6 M5 here, and this simulates the voice box that's actually used on the Weezer track. You could use something similar, or you don't really need to use that effect in order to play this part. Okay, I'm going to turn off the voice box effect while I teach you the part. So let's get started on the guitar solo. It's in the key of F minor pentatonic, and it's in the pattern that most players know as pattern 1. Looks like this. You might know this by another pattern depending on which pentatonic pattern you actually learn first, or you might know it as an E minor form pattern because it fits together with an E minor form bar chord. Whatever you call it, that's the pattern. This is one of the most common pentatonic patterns, most commonly used pentatonic patterns. And so if you look at the tablature, you're going to start up here on F on the first string, and you move backwards in the scale like this. And you end at the 3rd fret of the 3rd string, and then you re-hit that note and alternate between it and the 1st fret. And this guitar solo actually starts on the and of beat 1. So there's a beat, and then you start on the upbeat after it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, looking now at the 2nd measure in the tab, again you start on the and of 1, and you go down the scale a bit. But then you come up to the 4th fret of the 1st string, and you can put a slight bend on that. It sounds like in the song there's a slight bend, like an 1/8 or a 1/4 bend like this. And that's why you notice that I fret this particular note with my 3rd finger. I prefer to bend with my 3rd finger rather than my pinky finger. So that 2nd measure looks and sounds like this. All right, looking at the 3rd measure now, it is the same as the 1st measure. And then the last measure starts right on the downbeat. There's no rest here, and it goes. And you could even put a slight bend on that very last note, which, by the way, is the same note as the 4th fret of the 1st string. It's the minor 3rd in the scale, and it's pretty common in rock music for players to put a slight bend on that minor 3rd, kind of pushing it to the major 3rd almost. So let me turn my effect on, and here is the whole guitar solo now in time. I'll give you a 4-bar count off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's it. Like I said, this is actually a great beginner level guitar solo to get started using pentatonic scale patterns. That's why I reference this in my pentatonic teaching, and that's why I'm making this video here. you can get started with this, and as an exercise then, because it's pretty simple to play, you don't have to play in this position. You can actually practice some of the other pentatonic scale patterns in other positions and work out how you would play this same guitar solo. So for example, instead of playing in what is pentatonic pattern 1, you could come up to pentatonic pattern 2, start on your tonic pitch F up here, and go down pentatonic pattern 2, and work out the same phrase in pattern 2. Here it is with the effect and in time. Let's keep going. I'm going to go up to F minor pentatonic pattern 3. Again, I'm going to start on the tonic pitch F, and I could play the solo in this position as well. Here it is in the next position. This is what I teach as pentatonic pattern 4. Or you might know this as the A minor form, because it goes together with an A minor bar chord shape. Whoops. And then you can keep going. Here it is in pattern 5. And finally, you'd be in pentatonic pattern 1 again, an octave higher than where you started. I don't have this tabbed out for you. This is just what I'm suggesting as an exercise. This is a great way for you to review the pentatonic patterns that I teach. And it's great as kind of an ear training exercise. It's a great way for you to get to learn the fretboard and get to learn how the same type of scale movement can be duplicated in different positions using the different pentatonic patterns. One more thing I'll mention is that the song Beverly Hills is probably considered to be in the key of F major. Its main chords are based on 1, 4, 5 in the key of F, played as power chords. And then there is a chromatic power chord in there, an E, that leads right back up into F. So overall, we'd really consider this song to have an F major tonality. But in rock music, especially rock music that has kind of a blues flavor to it, it's very common to apply the minor pentatonic to it. So I talk about that in some of my instruction, and this would be a good example of that. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this free guitar lesson. If you would like to learn more about guitar scales, chords, progressions, modes, theory, and more, then visit my website at guitar-music-theory.com. That's guitar music theory with dashes in between the words. When you get to my website, sign up to take a free tour of my member area, where you can preview several of the videos that are part of my fretboard theory instruction. Well, thanks for watching. Be sure to click like on this video and leave me some positive comments.